Okay, so let's make this Lego crocodile. All right. Now, the crocodile, the way I see it, you are going to draw it um, like on a little angle like this.
Mm.
Okay. And this might be a little complicated, but let's try and do this thing. Okay, so the first thing, we are not going to draw the eyes in the beginning. So what I want you to draw is just one rectangle like that.
Yeah. Because-
Okay, it's longer. So this is like those, I think, single or double pieces that you might get.
Mother, you might want to start in the middle because the teacher started in the middle too.
Yeah, I've started in the middle because it's going to grow in both sides. This is going to be the
Okay?
piece.
Yeah, like start here.
Okay, and then we are going to draw a line going to one side like this. So this is going to be the width of the crocodile like that. It's a crooked line.
This one should almost be straight.
Now on top of this, we are going to make two flat oval shapes. So look at this. Right on top of this, I'm making one that's smaller. Okay. And then behind this, I'm going to make another one, but it's slightly to the side. These are those dots that link up. So see what I've done there? I have made an oval. I'll show you how I made the detail. I made this oval and then I drew two lines on the side and then I joined the bottom. So this becomes like that little dot that sticks out of the Lego brick. That's what I have made over here. Can you see it? Okay, and now we will just take this line, this point behind from here to the back there and join this point from the back there. See, so we get like the top of the crocodile's head. Now we have to make a lot of these in a few places, at least 5, 6 more. Now, Now this line that we have made at the bottom, okay, let us make it tilt a little to the right up. Just the right side will go up a little bit. And we will extend that line to the front and to the back. Then make two lines, two short lines coming down and then make a parallel line like that. Now we need to draw these same things on the front. I think my front and back has become a little longer, but we will change that later on. So in the picture, I see I have one more oval shape here and one more oval shape here. So I'm going to make it like that. And then again at a little bit of an angle, not straight up or straight to the side, I'm going to make a second oval. So when you have the same pattern which is not up or down or side to side, it is called offset. Offset. Okay. So it's offset to the left offset to the right. So this one in the back is offset to the left. It's not right above the first one we drew. Okay, mother? Alright, now we will again draw the front of the crocodile like that. And see this corner we have made. So our dots are coming above that corner. We have to draw a line that is parallel to this line. Do you know what parallel means? Mother, do you know what parallel means?
No.
Can I explain?
Do the good job. No.
Okay, so a parallel line is a line which you draw in the same direction as one line. So I have drawn this line that is going from this direction to that direction, correct? If I want to draw a parallel line to that, I have to draw a line anywhere else on the paper which goes in the same direction. So this is parallel to this. Okay, but if I draw another line that is like that, will this be parallel to the first line?
No.
Correct, because we are changing the direction. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of lines over here are going to be parallel to each other. And I'm just going to write that word down for you. If you can, I'm sure you can read, right? You'll be able to read this word.
Yes.
So in case you forget the word, it's still right here and you can recall it. The more you say it, the more you'll remember it. Okay. So now I have drawn this line going in this direction and I have to draw a line on the other side going in the same direction. But part of that line is not going to be seen because of these locks that come up, right? These oval shapes that come up.
Yes.
All right. Now see my line has come way ahead.
Okay.
I need to erase this part. But now I know how much to erase and I will draw a line coming straight down.
Good.
And then on this side again, can you guess what lines we are going to draw? We have to draw two lines. What lines are we going to draw?
Arrow.
Correct.
No.
We are going to draw a parallel line to this line like that and a parallel line to this small line like that. And you've got the front of your crocodile.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This
Okay.
part you drew. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, are you getting it?
Yes.
Great. All right. Now, see the distance you have between these one, two, and you can imagine this little oval will also be over here somewhere, imaginary oval. So, about the same distance behind, we will draw two more ovals like that. And see, because the line is going up, see how far you have drawn this oval from this long line. You will draw this oval and another oval. Oops, sorry, that's gone too high. Away from the line, just about the same distance. All right. If you find yourself getting confused, mother, please ask me questions. Okay? I'll help you out. Now, what we're trying to do is draw the object in 3 dimensions. Another big word for you. 3 dimension or 3 dimensional or 3 dimensional is when you show an object that is going to look like it's real, like it's a photograph. So for that, the trick is to draw one flat side first and then give it depth. Don't worry about these words. I'm just explaining these to you. If If you don't get it, I'll explain it further. You'll understand it just by what I'm trying to say. So now we've got the crocodile scales over here, right? So how do we make them? We are going to make them like a triangle like that. So no parallel lines here. But if you look at your Lego, the triangle lines are not pointy. They're not pointy like that. They're not sharp. So you have to bend them and make them round like this. Then they will look more like Lego. Alright, then we draw a short line parallel to all of these lines. See, this line or this line. This line will also be parallel to this. So, you know how to draw that line. It's quite easy. You hold your pencil like this and you just roll it in the same direction to where you need to draw your parallel line. And just holding it as a guide, you can draw your parallel line. So you don't have to imagine anything. You can just take a pencil and just make sure that you keep it at the same angle, take it all the way to where you need to draw the line and draw a line. And then you can check if you've drawn the line in the distance that you want, or you can make it longer or shorter, and then draw a parallel line to the first edge and round off that line on the corner also. Got it?
Yes.
Yay! Great. Okay, now you know how to do this. Now we have to just repeat one more oval shape behind this scale and one more triangular scale, the same size behind that. And you use the same trick to draw parallel lines.
Okay. I'm gonna make a triangle.
And this is going to be the end of your crocodile. So now we can get rid of this extra part in the back. All right, you with me?
Yes.
Okay, now here comes a little tricky part. We have to draw the back of this crocodile, and as you can see, the dots, the oval dots, and the scales are not in the same place. On this side, you leave two dots and put a scale, a triangle scale, then leave one dot and put a triangle scale, right? But in the back, you don't see the first dot. It's all going to be offset a little bit, right? So the same distance that you kept these two away, we are going to draw another oval, of which part of it is going to go behind this big piece, but part of it is going to be seen, right? So you have to draw that part. See if you can draw it, if it's not too complicated, otherwise your mom can help you. Once you've drawn that, then right next to this oval, we are going to draw our scale, triangular scale again, which by now you will know how to draw very well. But it won't be as fat as the first one. And then we will see very little of the last scale in the back. So This is what happens when you draw three-dimensional things, that things that are in the back, you don't really see them much. So just draw it the way I'm drawing it. Just like a little triangle sticking out from behind the second triangle piece here. And that should do it. All right, how are you doing? We finished the top of the crocodile. All good?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, now we got to repeat and make the bottom of the triangle. So I'm going to leave the teeth out for the moment. Just look for a little distance underneath. We are going to put the teeth later on. So the same distance that you have kept over here, this is the thickness of the first piece. About the same distance below, you will make another piece. That piece only comes up till the end of the eyes. And we're going to draw what kind of line over here again?
Parallel.
Exactly right.
It has to be in the same direction. So, huh? And then draw like this one. Yeah, it is it. Perfect.
All right. Now we will draw two more lines over here. So you will extend the small vertical line down. You can make it slightly longer, make it light and longer because we don't know where the two parallel lines are going to come from here till we draw them. Now let's try drawing the parallel line with this. And then you make it dark.
Also, but this line is already made. Huh? So,
All right, now it's pretty easy to make the rest. So right from here, from this joint where the lower part of the mouth ends, we are going to draw two lines. So look at this little dumpling here. Dumpling, dimple thing here. Okay, look at this. So you will make a small dot between these two on the bottom line here and then one over here. Okay, these two are our dots. Why are we making that? Because now we're going to make another triangle. So we're going to draw two more parallel lines coming down and joining. So there's another kind of rectangle. And then they go straight down like that. Make a nice little foot for your crocodile. And then we continue to draw the same parallel line as the face. Okay, so this has come here, this has come here. And we have one line coming down to somewhere like this, pretty far low. Oh, I don't know what happened here. Yeah. All right, and this line goes all the way to the back and becomes the tail, I suppose. And then we have one yellow part at the base that comes all the way to the back like this. All right, and now if we want, we can make two eyes on the side. These are really cute. I have never seen these parts before. I have no idea what's happening to my camera.
that I can see more stuff. every time.
I don't know.
I know. Okay.
Just acting up today. All right, so this also looks like it's a circle. We'll just make a circle on one side and part of a circle on the other so that it doesn't look like the crocodile has eyes only on one side of its face. That'll look like a really odd crocodile. All right, and now for the teeth, like we've drawn these oval shapes on top, we just have to draw two lines at the bottom below this and below this like that and join them with a circle or oval at the bottom, and this will look like teeth. That's it. And now all we got to do is color it up. Now to paint this, are you going to use paint or are you using color pencils?
Color pencils. Color pencils.
All right. So I'm going to give you a suggestion to make this look more three-dimensional. I want you to try and color the two sides of each block in two different greens if you can. So can I show this to you? So I'm going to take one green color and paint it all over. Okay. Although first I should paint the yellow at the bottom, but I'll get there later. I just want to demonstrate this to you first. A Lego block will look like a Lego block if it looks like a block, you know. So what I'll do first is I'm going to color this whole thing one plain green.
Just light green. Should I do it like?
And you can do the same, just take one color pencil and color all over. But afterwards, you can look at this block and see that the block has got four sides, right? Okay, can I show you this, please? So we have got a block like that. This block has four sides. We cannot see two sides, correct? We can't see the side behind this and behind that, correct?
Yes.
But we do see that there is one side that's looking in this direction and one side that's looking in this direction. You see that? You see the difference?
Yeah.
So when you are coloring this, you should paint any one of these sides, like the side that is facing towards the front, you should paint it slightly darker and see what happens then. So since I'm painting, I'm going to paint that side with a slightly deeper green. So I'm painting it a second time round. In color pencil, you may not have to do that. You can just paint it in the second color altogether. You know what will happen with this is that my Lego block is going to look like a Lego block. And then also I'm going to paint the standing parts of these round locks also that dark color. Can you see? Is it looking like a Lego block now?
Yes.
That's it. That's what we want to do.
And standing part. Small part. Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to paint the bottom part yellow first. Finish that off. Let it dry and then paint everything else.
Hello.
And be careful of the teeth. Keep them white. So paint very slowly or color very slowly so that at every point when you come to a new section of the painting, you can say, okay, let me look at the picture and see what color I have to paint it.
Yeah. It was to write and then over that you could do it after. So you just want to do that. So, like, it's like the standing parts. That's like the standing parts. The steps. Like for the team, it's like spots are going to be diving, but with the teacher, which is going to manage with all of these documents. Put them in the ranking for the clients. Maybe you could just put another thing. This is like that's okay.
Okay, how's it going?
Yes, I'm sure to it. Okay. I'm sure to it. And the SS is out. Yeah, that what's going on with the outer color. Yeah, yes.
Okay, I've finished one layer and everything. Now I'm gonna put my second layer. Oh, all the dark stuff. Too much water.
Oh, it doesn't look dark, only that side. So, It doesn't look dark, even if you put it, you could paint, and then you could color it with um, dark blue or something like that. Or dark. Okay, so do this one. This one, that one, this feature two, these spots too. Right?
Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I think it's looking too dark on this side. So I am choosing not to put a dark shade on this part and this part.
It's right there. Yeah, this bit. Yeah.
Just so that we can leave some of the original color on one side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that, yes. Mm, that is lighter green. That one is lighter green. Mhm. And this one is dark green. Similarly, this is dark green. That's lighter green. Okay. Do the lighter green first. Yes. These two parts are light green.
And since we're at it, do you want to make the Lego logo also? We can just
You
write.
can make the writing. Yeah. This one. Like this. So,
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Again, we're going to make parallel lines. Not too far.
like this thing is the
We are going
green.
to make no, sorry, four parallel lines about the same distance apart. But these lines have to be very light. Okay.
Okay.
And then we are going to make one line in the center and then two lines on either side of that. So we have four boxes, one, two, three, and four boxes, right? Now in this box, we are going to write an L that is leaning to the right,
Mm.
E again that's leaning to the right, and they're very long letters. And leave some space between them. They are not too close to each other. Because, because we are going to make another big line around them. So this is how the logo will look. The letter has to look pretty big.
Put this chip.
And then all the letters will also touch each other. They're very close to each other.
Do the other one. That, this one.
That's it. That's as easy as you can make it. And now there are quite a few colors. There's a black and yellow and red, but you can just make a black and red logo. Leave the letters white. So the first thing I would do is paint the red part of the logo or color that. And after that, with a black pen, just make the outline of the letters. So let me show you how I would do this. So I'm carefully going to paint around the letters like this. See how lettering is done, huh? Letter painting. It's quite fun. So first what we do is just color up all the sections that have no letters on them. Just finish that coloring up. From the top, they're all the same height. So you can make nice flat edges. And then you start filling up the place and space in between them like this. And then with a fine brush, carefully draw a line around the letters. Can you do this? This is called negative painting. I think in color pencil you will be able to do this very well.
What does negative painting mean?
Negative painting is when you paint around the thing that you have drawn. So over here we have drawn the letters, but we are not painting the letters. We are making the letters stand out by painting the space around the letters. So that is negative painting.
Got it? Instead of like coloring inside the letters, you're just coloring outside the letters and leaving these spaces that blank. That's called liquid painting. Got it?
So,
Yes.
say for example, if we now that we've drawn this crocodile, suppose we had drawn the crocodile, but we made a shape around the crocodile and we painted that space, then that is negative painting. So, this is positive, and the opposite of positive is negative. So, the space around everything you draw is negative. See, all of this space that is around here, all of this is negative space because what have we drawn? Only this and this, right? So all this is
Yeah.
negative space, all of this. Anywhere where you don't have anything drawn is negative space, and generally nobody draws uh, cares about the negative space. But in this case, because we have drawn or painted the negative space, the letters can be seen, correct?
Yes.
All right, good. So that's it, I guess. What else is there? The eyes are very simple to do, and I'll have to wait till my negative painting red dries up. And in the meantime, I'm going to make this eye. This is a really cute eye.
Do not like press into gentle, okay? Yeah. Also do the like
All right, let's see yours, mother.
I'm not ready yet.
Not ready? All right, we'll wait for you.
Okay. Teacher, teacher. Ready?